also inform you all that there would be no official kind of or celebratory mode today, no felicitation. Our three directors from IICT, CCMB and NGRI, that is
Science and Technology and Earth Sciences, Minister of State in PMO, and more than that, Vice President of CSIR. So thank you very much, sir, for sparing time and interest in. So you are a great promoter for startup culture in India. So I have been closely watching you since my stay in Inaugurated. So he is well informed about buyers and also crop and also way which you can. Sir, I was told that our constituency, Malkajgiri, is the largest parliamentary constituencies in the entire country in terms of number of electors, close to 30 lakhs. Shri Bandaru Lakshmareddy Garu, so member of Legislative Assembly, Uppal constituency. So he is a very down-to-earth person. Something I common noticed between both the MP and MLAs. So, thank you for gracing this occasion. Of course, my fellow directors of CCMB and NGRI, Dr. Vinay Nandukuri and Prakash Kumar, several VIPs. It's difficult to name all the people here, scientists present here, and also startup delegates, colleagues from all three labs, members, and everyone who made today's event. So on behalf of all three laboratories of the CSIR labs, it's a great honor to host you all at the Startup Conclave with the theme Hyderabad is a happening place, a beautiful ecosystem. On a lighter note, so we can offer much more. Pharmaceutical industry is indeed sector of pride for India today. Tablets in USA coming from Hyderabad. So that's some like overall India, but Hyderabad is making a major role. That's kind of big contribution and developing compostable plastics. The institute is helping startups to tackle real world challenges with science. So I request industry and academia explores new ideas with potential new startups, inspire youth to take up more towards in this direction. Once again, I welcome you all. So we have made best possible arrangements here.
Again announce and also to tell you a few minutes about our chief guest and Honorable Union Minister. As you have seen, we're thankful and we feel very energized with your enthusiasm and your suggestions and your encouragement. Gentlemen, we are talking about today in this two-day Startup Conclave. And now it's chance CCMB to give his special remarks, please.
MP, Member of Parliament, Etla Rajendra Garu, MLA, Lakshmareddy, to this particular conclave that we are organizing between the three labs. And my fellow directors, Dr. Shri Narendra Modi, more or less first time from the science and technology end. Startup conclaves, all the startups that are kind of associated with the CSIR labs, almost 70. And what they want to take it forward. It's an opportunity for them to interact with the public and scientific leaders, and also our Honorable Minister and our MPG, Dr. Rajendra Garji and Lakshmareddy Garu. So it's something that is unique to basically the way Hyderabad ecosystem is, and we really hope that this startup is only, this particular conclave is only between industry, academia, and all the, in general, the ecosystem. And with that, I really don't want to take any further time. I really thank you.
And this ecosystem, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be very vibrant in this two-day startup.
Good afternoon, all. Honorable constituency, Sri Rajendra Garu and Sri Lakshmareddy Garu, Uppal constituency. Reddy, esteemed guests, R&D industry fraternity, stakeholders from Hyderabad city, students, staff from all the three CSIR labs, media person, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a hub of startup and innovation. And along the globe to consolidate our efforts to save our planet. On this occasion, my best compliment to all of you. And interestingly, our planet and aiming to produce the renewable energy sources 3 times of the global average by 2030. And CSIR-IICT very vigorously in this direction to produce renewable energy sources like geothermal energy. And of national relevance are the assessment of hazard in the Himalayan arc, and integrate the geological and geophysical work with a very mega project in this direction. And these works provide in fact an immense opportunity to the of hazard, geothermal, CCUS, Honorable Minister for Science and Technology, Dr. Jitendra Singh ji, for encouraging us and to and transformative ideas. These efforts will undoubtedly for your visionary leadership in CSR in this direction. I also express my great gratitude and thankful to all the
Thank you so much for that very crisp. And now it's my privilege, ladies and gentlemen, to also invite onto the stage. Was the word that Honorable Prime Minister yesterday on Civil Services Day, when he talked about the architects, humbly invite Dr. Bandari Lakshma Reddy ji, is the Honorable MLA and somebody who's worked in sir onto the stage.
సెంట్రల్ మినిస్టర్ గారు డాక్టర్స్లో ఈరోజు జితేంద్ర సింగ్ గారు రావడం మాకు చాలా సంతోషం. ఇట్లాంటి అన్ని ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ మా దగ్గర మా కాన్స్టిట్యూన్సీలో మేజర్గా ఇండస్ట్రీసే ఎక్కువ ఉన్నాయి. ఎన్ఎఫ్సి, ఈసీఐలు ఇట్లాంటి అన్నీ కూడా మింట్ కాంపౌండ్ ఇట్లాంటివి కూడా చాలా ఉన్నాయి. అక్కడ చాలా కొన్ని జాగాలలో ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉన్నాను. అలాగనే నాచారం నుంచి అప్సి కూడా రోడ్ ఏదైతే ఉన్నదో రోడ్డును కూడా రిక్వెస్ట్ చేయడం జరిగింది. మళ్ళీ ఒక్కసారి రిక్వెస్ట్ స్టేజ్ ద్వారా రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
That was sir, and it is again my great privilege now to invite somebody again who has worked so tirelessly and of course with so much background, not only as a political leader and somebody who's engaged with people. I invite Honorable MP Dr. Itala Rajendra ji on to the stage.
Union Minister Jitendra Singh ji, Honorable MLA Lakshma Reddy garu, Government Director Vinay garu, Director Prakash garu, Sir, Hyderabad जो वैक्सीन बना था हैदराबाद में बना था. Research is going on in Telangana. Our prestigious institution IICT, NGRI is proud మీ అందరికీ నేను చేసే విజ్ఞప్తి, టుడే ఇస్ ద ఎరా ఆఫ్ జీనోమ్. ఇవాళ ఇక్కడ ఇలాంటి ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్స్ మాత్రమే కాకుండా అనేక రకాల హైదరాబాద్లో మ్యాన్ పవర్ ఎక్కువ లేదు. ఇవాళ మోడీ గారు వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఈ 10-11 సంవత్సరాల అతివేగంగా అభివృద్ధి చెందుతున్నటువంటి దేశం భారతదేశంగా నిలిచింది. మోడీ గారు వచ్చిన తర్వాత వచ్చిన దేశం భారతదేశం అని చెప్పి మనం ఇవాళ మన కళ్ళ ముందు కనబడతాం. ఒకనాడు మీకు తెలిసి ఒకప్పుడు అగ్రికల్చర్లో కావచ్చు, వచ్చిన తర్వాత మన దగ్గర వచ్చేది. కానీ ఇవాళ అట్లా కాదు. ఇవాళ మోడీ గారు వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఐఐటీలు కావచ్చు, మోడీ గారు వచ్చిన తర్వాత రీజన్లో గత 65 సంవత్సరాల కాలంలో ఏ డెవలప్మెంట్ వచ్చిందో 10 సంవత్సరాలు వాళ్ళకు సపోర్ట్ చేయాల్సి అక్కడ ఉంది. వాళ్ళు పేదవాళ్ళగా ఉండొచ్చు, వాళ్ళకు బ్యాంకులు సపోర్ట్ చేయకపోవచ్చు, వాళ్ళకు ఫైనాన్షియల్గా కొంత ఇబ్బంది. కాబట్టి డెఫినెట్గా రాబోయే కాలంలో ఇవాళ మానవ శక్తి గొప్పగా ఉన్నది కూడా మనం వెనుకకు పోకుండా, కొంత లాస్ వచ్చినప్పటికి కూడా వెనుకకు పోకుండా మన ఆవిష్కరణ విషయంలో భారతదేశం లాంటి దేశంలో కరోనా వస్తే శవాల గుట్టలైతే అని చెప్పారు. జడవకుండా విరవకుండా అధైర్యపడకుండా దీనికి ఇప్పటికిప్పుడు వ్యాక్సిన్ లేకపోవచ్చు, మందు లేకపోవచ్చు, ధైర్యమే మందు అని చెప్పి డబ్బులు శాంక్షన్ చేసి సపోర్ట్ చేసి ఇవాళ వ్యాక్సిన్ ఉత్పత్తి చేసి మందులు లాంటివి మనం ఇంపోర్ట్ చేసుకునేది. కానీ మనమే వ్యాక్సిన్ ప్రపంచ దేశాలకు ఎక్స్పోర్ట్ చేసి మాతో పండించుకునేటువంటి పరిస్థితికి ఈ హైదరాబాద్ మా రాజనగర్లో ఉన్నటువంటి అగ్రికల్చర్ చూసినప్పటికీ కూడా ఒకప్పుడు పేదవాళ్ళమని చెప్పి కుంగిపోయేది, ఒకప్పుడు మనం గరీబోళ్ళమని కుంగిపోయి కూడా ఇవాళ రైల్వే స్టేషన్ నిర్మాణం కావచ్చు, ఎయిర్పోర్ట్ నిర్మాణం కావచ్చు, ఇవాళ నేషనల్ హైవేస్ నిర్మాణం కావచ్చు, ఎంత వేగంగా అభివృద్ధి చెందుతున్నామో. ఇవాళ మీరు నాంపల్లి ఎయిర్పోర్ట్ను తలపించే పద్ధతిలో నిర్మాణం చేస్తున్నామంటే మన మోడీ గారు మన దేశం ఎటువైపు ఆలోచన చేస్తుందో మనకు అర్థం. పేదవాళ్ళము సపోర్ట్ లేదనే భావన కాకుండా అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి మనకు. ఆకాశమే హద్దుగా మీ ఎదుగుదల, మీ మేధస్సు వికసిస్తే, మీరు గొప్పగా రీసెర్చ్ చేస్తే, మీరు గొప్పగా ఎదిగితే మీ ఎదుగుదలలో దేశం మోడీ గారు కళ్ళగన్న ఈ దేశంలో ఆకలి కేకలు లేని ఆత్మహత్యలు లేని ఒక సుసంపన్నమైన దేశం నమ్ముతున్న మహనీయుడు నరేంద్ర మోడీ గారు. కాబట్టి మీరందరూ కూడా ప్రభుత్వ అండంలో ఏ బాధలు మనం వెంటాడుతూ ఉన్నాయో, మనం ఎన్ని బాధలతో మనం చూస్తామని తప్పకుండా ఆ దిశగా ఆలోచన చేసి దేశాన్ని ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్లడంలో మీ మేధస్సు గొప్పగా ఇవాళ ఎదగాలని చెప్పి కోరుకుంటూ
for that inspiring speech. And now of course the next session is going to be very, very interesting. As a startup, you work hard, achieve your goal, become a unicorn, and then you have lots to show off when you do not succeed actually. So this startup pitch now, I would invite some of the startups here to present their ideas here. 2 minutes please.
Part of this conclave, I am inaugurated by Dr. Jitendra Singh, Honorable Union Minister of State for Science. At Greenworks Bio, we are building a future of material which is truly sustainable and scalable to meet increasing plastic demand. With in-house made in India technology, we are manufacturing biodegradable compounds. CSIR-IICT have been pivotal to our growth. Together, we have combined starch packaging. With Dr. Vineet Anya and his team, we have moved from lab scale to production, proving that science and startup can co-create with product, but building a completely circular system, and this partnership is a true testament to that. As I conclude, I'd like to say we are here life sustainable solution. Thank you once again to CSIR-IICT and entire CSIR network and all the dignitaries present here today for this incredible opportunity. This is just a beginning and we are very excited about it.
And the next one that I'm going to call onto this stage is from Altheon Tech Innovations. The CSV Kiran, I am inviting you onto the stage. This is supported by CSIR-NGRI, India's.
Thank you very much, sir. Dr. Jitendra Singh ji has been always very, very considerate to the space ecosystem. We at Hyderabad are building rockets, as all of you know. and these rockets are orbital class launch vehicle towards the third quarter of this year. In all these rockets, what we build and what we launch, the most important things are the materials, where the backbone things are the critical minerals. And critical mineral resources, especially in the country, are, as you all know, in various ecosystems of lithium, cobalt, rare earths, or nickel, which are, interdisciplinarily used. Lot of media, the critical minerals have been updated on a regular basis. Kabul has been created, and the battery and the electronics manufacturing. Geological mapping is becoming smarter and also more data driven. But processing capabilities for the critical minerals, which are essential and also pose a strategic vulnerability and for high value components, especially be it battery precursors or the magnetic materials, the EV ecosystem as well as the space ecosystem. Materials used in launch vehicles, satellite subsystems, thermal shielding, and all the ministries which are engaged in individual activities. The critical minerals diplomacy cell inside the Ministry of External Affairs, countries which are already happening, but on a much larger scale beyond what China is currently capable of. Thirdly, the Indian R&D in metallurgy, recycling and extraction technologies. Finally, revamping generates a lot of experts in sustaining future mining and critical mineral technologies, which are not only pivotal currently in the growth across the entire critical mineral value chain, also from the three streams, upstream, downstream and midstream activities. If we enact now, we can actually ensure strategic autonomy in clean energy, defense.
So since we could not call the Altheon who was not present here, we called the Startoon startup. Mr. Suresh, if you could please come on.
Good afternoon all. My name is Startoon Labs. I am the founder of the company, and Maitri, who is my wife, she is also the founder. It's a women-led company. It's a medical technology company, and I'm very happy to share that in the last 7 years, we have actually invented a product which is not there in the world yet, and the field of diagnostics is immense. I'm here to show you the product Feezy. It's my company is ISO 13485 certified for quality management system, and the best part is we have also received state of Telangana to have done this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So what it does is, it's a small wearable device, and it gives you that piece of information in clinical diagnosis. So these are the diagnostic tests that are done for joint pains. So what we are doing is, we have a device and the test for joint pains, where if the pain is because of muscles, we can actually quantify with a report and AI which direction the therapy should go. So we are one of the first of its kind in the world, and very happy to share offering preventive and predictive joint health analysis, where early intervention can happen and measures can and other surgeries in the musculoskeletal space. So we are doing a lot of work in neurological space and women's health also, but by Atal Incubation Center, CCMB, and for many years now we are also invested by them.
So much, Sureshji, that you have presented your idea. Of course, as we are watching, they are now working on their own goals and dreams, and they're turning it into realities. The next segment, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a very crucial and key segment, which is Vinati Organics Limited, and the representative is Mr. Abhay Joshi. The project lead here is to be on the stage, please. The formal signing of MOU and technology transfer. Next one that I am calling upon the stage is Devi Bio CNG Private Limited. The representative is Devi Bio CNG Private Limited. Mr. Pavaluru Srinivasu. The MOU and Technology Transfer Agreement. Important element and segment. To the stage is ARK Bioenergy Private Limited and IICT and ARK Bioenergy Private Limited. And now the time for technology transfer by CSIR-IICT, and I call upon the stage is our Dr. Ritvika and Dr. Ramji. This is on the stage again, Director CCMB, Dr. Ritika and Dr. Ramji. CS goal of these startup conclaves is to create those exchange and ideas.
On the dais, सबसे पहले तो आप ही को मुबारकबाद देनी है। ये इतना बड़ा कार्यक्रम और आयोजन हो रहा है, जैसा कि डॉक्टर रेड्डी ने खुद कहा कि इससे पहले हैदराबाद में कहीं देखने को नहीं मिला। तो मैं भी बने तो उसके बाद ये प्रोग्राम हो। तो इतने साल इसी इंतजार में गुजर गए। हमारे बहुत अच्छे दोस्त ही enjoys in his people. I think that is worth seeing for each one of us in public. CSIR-IICT Director Dr. Shri Narendra Modi. Idea was to have such kind of program. So I have to congratulate to have a program like this. CSIR, CCMB, Dr. Jitendra Singh, CSIR-NGRI Director Dr. Prakash. I can see a galaxy of directors seated over here. Startups, students, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is all of government gathered together under a single roof today. And it doesn't happen very often. I was asking somebody three institutes meet, three CSIR labs in Hyderabad. Then we have to follow the global strategies. And the global strategy which has an integrated, holistic, a team approach. Working in silos. So we started this process. I said most of your labs are doing wonderful work. And then I insisted on each of the directors, and I am again reiterating here, whenever you have but we don't do that. So when I started insisting Dr. Reddy, but never had the farmers been allowed और अपना अनुभव बताया। तो वो बोला क्या बोला साहब हम यहाँ going round. So I suggested to Dr. Catalyzing we will have a doing to the rest of the society through social media, through exhibition, through bringing in conducted tours. And this year I said being done similar to what is being done in these three institutes over here. Why not we have a combined program? They have to demand your services. Otherwise, you will always have this innovative work that is being done. And therefore I said this is the best, one of the best evidences I am seeing today. I think innovation connecting ecosystems. Now this theme itself, students, entrepreneurs, industry, investors, policymakers, and that's how exactly it should be. It will be helped by others. And now we have started doing that. This government is the best times happening for science, one of the best times happening for the youth. I think each and every scientific endeavor, scientific initiative, and virtually there is a resurgence of several years or 30 decades, 3 decades. decade. And I remember once about 20 years back, I said we don't get any news for our meetings on. So one of my juniors said, sir, because you don't call a politician for a chief guest. I said, okay. Minister, he could not come, then we called the speaker of the assembly. Then suddenly he said, yes sir, one column news in Hindu. I said, let me see. And he had reported what the speaker had said, not what we had said. So that was the kind of platform. So we have an opportunity, and that's why I said resurgence. And it is now showing everywhere. If you take space sector and the successful docking with the SpaceX. So some of these world success stories, why they were functioning behind a wheel of secrecy for so many years. And this year in the budget, we have also announced that we will open up the nuclear sector also. I remember many years back, a family of one of the atomic energy plants, I think it was Kundra. So the board displaying the name of the institute. And so we have to be realistic. If we want to compete globally, on the one hand, now we are fifth. Economy will go to 3, we'll go to 2, we'll go to 1. How do we go if we don't follow? Our strategies have to be global. Similarly, that's why I said this is the government which is most forthcoming. Now in biotechnology for environment, employment and economy. We were just 50 startups in 2014. It is embarrassing even to say 50, 50. In a country of 120 billion. More than 10,000. Bioeconomy was just $10 billion, we've gone on to 160, 170 billion. So rapid has been the policy, national quantum mission. So no longer we are behind others. Even in CSIR, they have come out with success stories. Prime Minister Modi spoke about it in Mann Ki Baat, dedicated to 3-4 minutes describing what it was. The Republic Day showed a tableau, much lucrative employment from that. And the average, the minimum, I was just calculating yesterday, the minimum was 65, which means about 6 lakh per month. That is the minimum. Some of them are earning much more. And that has exploded a myth. So living in a country like India and shutting our eyes and not being realistic doesn't help. So I must call marine resources, nearly 1100 kilometer long coastal area. And now for the first time we have started looking at that. Our exclusive resources are Himalayas. Now incidentally what happened, the concept of startup. So it landed in Bangalore, and Bangalore was known as IT city. Somebody thought startup means IT. Please, the first service that you can do to the society is to wash away this myth. You have to be innovative. You don't have to be a scientist. Now the CSIR, this aroma, I think is a success story which needs to be widely propagated, and many of those boys we have asked to teach. Many of them, as I said, many of them are not graduates, but they are being provided by full technology by CSIR. Second secret of success is that from day one, we linked our industry, primarily with some of the leading perfume houses in Mumbai and Maharashtra. So from day to carry their product to the market. Industry linkage is one. I even go to the extent of saying that allow the industry to do the mapping, allow them to tell us what they want, and let them also contribute. Now we've started that. And only yesterday we also engaged in some of the agreements in one of the DVD programs. I said, the government will invest 50 or even less. Because if you involve industry from the beginning and also give them the liberty to decide their startup is easy, to sustain a startup is difficult, and to sustain a startup you need a sustainable. Because after all, the boy or the girl is the child of the same society. The next day he finds somebody else. So you have to give him the same kind of social and economic security. We are in a position accepting our talent, our esteem. From Global Innovation Index has gone up from 81 to 39. Our patent filing is ranked 6 out of 5 resident Indians. I don't know whether you understand or not, because what was happening earlier was, these are the boys and girls, didn't leave India even for a day. They were groomed here, brought up here, born here, did their patent here, and which means we have the talent, we have the resources, we have a beautiful ecosystem, and I think Hyderabad is one of the best, much more than what the earlier governments were doing. If you talk only of CSIR, even the CSI directors may not be aware of the fact that in 2014 the CSIR or the DSIR budget was just, it amounts to 230.75%. It's a fascinating. Yes, again, government can't do everything, and you can't be leaving everything to the government. If you actually have the passion to succeed, to mean only knowledge partnering. I'm glad what has happened today, this transfer of technologies. Knowledge is shared free of cost in India. आप ट्रेन के डिब्बे में बैठ जाए सभी ज्ञान देंगे आपको. That's a European concept. Here you make the industry invest even 20 rupees. The man behind will make sure that he gets back his 20. And in the process, your startup will be sustained. So that has to be a part of it. For that, where I say we could have a wider and a larger gathering, and I have to compliment. They have actually focused on these areas which I was talking to a few moments ago, the agriculture, the agri startup. The other day I was here. I think you are providing that pheromone application technology, and they are doing beautiful job in organic farming. Again, not many of them Einsteins or Harubin. Also for that Atal Innovation Center, he was telling me there were 170 startups which haven't been unexplored. Now when we talk of going from economy number 5 to 4, 3, 2, 1, do we ever ask ourselves, we are all scientists, do we ever ask ourselves where are we going to make this value addition from? Pilfering, some dacoity, some theft. How do you suddenly become number 1? You will become number 1 from the sources which have not been. When all the other regions get saturated, whether it's the western parts, the western resources, even including IT, your agriculture, Himalayas, oceans. We have started also the deep sea mission, which is going to be a big economy addition to overall India's growth story. There's so much of minerals, metals, fishery lying inside, huge wealth in Indian Ocean. And therefore, I think we have made a good in this most IT savvy part of India, Hyderabad, by holding this event. I hope the message will go out that we need to have a greater synergy within the CSIR. It was not flattering to hear when I asked after this event. And so the larger synergy within CSI, then within the ministry, we have biotechnology department in the same ministry, we have DST within the same ministry. For once, I have started holding monthly meetings with all the 6-7 science departments and ministries, including atomic energy and space, because circles. Other secretaries in Government of India, if you suddenly ask them who secretary atomic energy, they would start thinking. So they hardly met because they were headquartered elsewhere. So we started holding monthly of this wealth to waste to wealth. So much of work going on, biogases, etc., etc. But do you know, equally as much into this is the Department of Atomic Energy. They are using radiation, they are doing microbes. Sludge treatment plants, and we were getting about 1.5 million gallon of fecal sludge every day because CSIR. It was not DBT. It was an unlikely Department of Atomic Energy which was using radiation methods to convert it into. says that at least let us know what is happening in the next room. So much of common happening. Synergy within the ministry among the various departments, then synergy among the ministries, and then of course the wider synergy, extended synergy among the private sector, and making good use of the National Research Foundation. We have recently had the new CEO for National Research Foundation, Dr. Kalyan. I have asked him to from Microsoft. He was, of course, of Tamil origin, but has been out of country for a very long time. So I said he must personally, because otherwise he will also keep sitting in a allotted chamber in the technology bhavan. So we want you to integrate so that it's an integration of minds, integration of brains, and integration of resources. And for a city like Hyderabad, which is blessed with a beautiful ecosystem to perform all this, to achieve all this, I think this was the best place from where we could send out a message like this afternoon. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, sir, for that very, very insightful, very encouraging and very inspirational address. You have talked about engagement that you always reflect when you interact with them. You have a dialogue here for this 2-day Startup Conclave, sir. Thank you so much. And just to take from your address only, sir, जो जिस तरह से उसने अपना आगे का रास्ता दिखाया है, बहुत बहुत आभार और बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप सभी का, जो कि सभी का यहाँ धन्यवाद भी करती हूँ। लेकिन वोट ऑफ थैंक्स देने के लिए अब मैं बुलाना चाहूँगी स्टेज पर IICT के बिजनेस हेड डॉक्टर।
Namaste and good afternoon everyone. It is a proud privilege to deliver the vote of thanks address. Your inspiring word and vision for scientific progress have motivated and to assembly for joining us and delivering an inspiring guest address. Your presence added immense value to the event, and your encouraging word, CSIR CCMB, Dr. Prakash Kumar, Director CSIR-NGRI, and Dr. D. Srinivasa Reddy, Director CSIR-IICT, for sharing their thoughtful insights and synergy of collaboration across CSR institutions. And we are fortunate to have your support, encouragement, and direct startups. Your presentation were impressive and testament to the innovation and entrepreneurial spirit shaping CSIR-NGRI, CSIR-CCMB, as this partnership will mark a significant step toward CSIR-IICT to innovation, a commendable strive towards creating meaningful society. Dedications and efforts made this event a grand success. Today has sparked and best wishes to all the enthusiastic. May this be the beginning of many more breakthroughs. Thank you all once again. Jai Hind.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका, और एक बार फिर सभी का धन्यवाद IICT के CCMB के डायरेक्टर विनय के नंदीकुरी जी और डॉक्टर प्रकाश कुमार NGRI से। माननीय मंत्री जी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। इतने बिजी शेड्यूल से सर आप यहाँ आए और आपने हम सबको समय दिया, बहुत बहुत आपका धन्यवाद। और एक बार फिर प्रेरणादायक है इटाला राजेंद्र जी और साथ ही विधायक Bandari Lakshman Reddy ji, ICT Director, CCMB Director and NGRI Director. Privilege that you are here. Thank you.